See if this is working. Hey guys, welcome back to the Overseer channel. I know we did a stream the other day on the Mark 8. Give me a second, gotta go shut off a fan. But good news is that we got the final upgrades getting ready to be done, hopefully. Last few repairs, major refits, major overhauls. We got 6 days to get this thing back up and running order. 6 days. Doesn't seem like a lot, but we gotta do it for the Mark 8. Anyway, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back, guys. Just enjoy the video when I get back. Okay, guys, I'm back. So, looks like the game is syncing up. That's good. It's really good. So let's wait till the game stops syncing a bit, and we'll launch in and get started. Anyways, guys, hopefully you'll enjoy this stream. I know the Mark 8's been dying for some repair. Definitely been a while since it's had. But Mark 8 has definitely been through some hard times over the years. This year was kind of its 3-year, and we might do it as a send-off to it. I would play the Survival World on stream, but I'd have to think about doing that some other day. Maybe. I want to keep doing it as videos for now. Right now I'm trying to get my first and second PC done. My first one is something out of the ordinary, but if you're an older person that knows older laptops, you may know exactly. I've told a few friends of mine about it. But it's a compact CQ57 for Sario, free 39. But it needs some work. It needs a hard drive, but we're eventually going to turn it into my mobile writing rig, so I can type, chat, or do a few things on it. It has a webcam, but it's too slow to keep up with certain processes. Anyway, I did not record this last time we were on stream, but I wanted to mention it now. So remember how we had the hoppers where they were working and then they stopped? Well, I did something genius. I swapped all the ones except for the new retractables for a different style. So if you look, they're piped right into the stands now. instead of just straight down. My hope is that it'll still flow correctly. Now, this thing needs some major repair work still, but we'd even tap out all the water. So we're about to do what I like to call a hard system flush. To do that, we got to turn on the water pump, pump new bottles into the system, and it'll go flying down into the brewer. Come flying out. I have to go pull out the extender. Give me a second. Sorry, guys, if this is laggy to you. I really do apologize, but this build is a laggy machine. The rain just makes it even more worse. Well, as you can see, let's just shut off the weather. Hold on. And weather. And my game just broke again. Give me a sec. Unplug the controller. Then there we go. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this unexpected stream today. I'm going to be trying streaming more often now that I have a way to do so, because I hooked up probably one of the sketchiest setups to this old computer, but it will work, as I have it set so the capture card gets the input of whatever console I'm using. So I got both the new gen and the old gen. Minecraft's on the old gen, so I got them both hooked up simultaneously. So if I wanted to stream Minecraft or any of that games, I stream it on here on this channel or the new channel or my old channel. By the way, thank you guys for the anniversary. I really do appreciate that. I hope we can get the Mark 8 fully repaired by the end of the day, but we have to go test it. But like I was saying, we gotta go perform a hard system flush. So why I go over here to do that, we need, okay, the release. I'm gonna fix that lettering. It's been driving me nuts. Okay. Re Oh, we could fix this in a bit. Sorry, guys. I thought I had the words today. Don't worry. Oh, okay, since the release is already on, I can go engage the water pump topside. I am going to be redoing parts of the control room before it's put in retirement. Most notably, I'm going to finally add some of these levers that we can only access on the roof. Like the water pump activator valve is right here. But since it was already in the on position, let's go turn it back on. Okay, let's go connect this wire. Okay, brace for lag and brace for crashing, because I might crash my internet. But we will try to get it to go. Okay, that's already hooked. We just need to attach that wire back up to the build. Don't mind those weird other blocks. That's from a mod I was playing with during the Overseer and the Phantom series. It's the world's name that for now. But still my testing world deep down. Oh boy, here we go. Already starting. Look at that. Fast action. Now, the quick release, you're probably wondering, what does the quick release have to do with the flush? So if we come all the way back here, this is the quick release pipe, which is added on as an afterthought. The quick release does that. It blocks that block and it'll go like so. All these bottles will start flowing in. We'll head down and they'll go that way. But as they're going along, they're going to get to the pipes quicker while the pump is, as you can see, in on that end. And I might retire this build for good. I am not 100% sure if it will be a good one to keep, but as it stands, it's just too complicated to keep repairing. But for the time back in 2023, this was probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest, potion machine on the planet that I know of. with like 1,228 stands gross registered. Gross. I know it's not a ship, but you get my point. You understand the point, don't you? So now there should be water flowing in. Now, you ready? Now! Let's go inspect. Gotta go make sure it's passing the first few hoppers. And why am I not surprised? I'm gonna have to. Where's the extract lever? It should be down. This was powered too, but I don't have it connected. I need to connect it real quick. I don't know why the lever's missing all of a sudden, guys. I'm sorry about that, but we gotta do what we gotta do, you know? But looks like the new idea did not work correctly. I hope as it would fill the bottles, not just get stuck. So we can go back to the drawing board. Yeah, let's go shut off the pump before I create any more lag. And I need to make it, like I said, a better access point for these extra parts. A lot of these weren't in the original design. In fact, this whole back piece here wasn't here a few weeks ago. We started fixing the machine. It just needed the extra parts. But now it looks like we're going to be doing a whole row 1 water system rebuild, which is not good. We've already rebuilt this thing now 12 different times, and each time it breaks down even more catastrophically than the last. But hopefully going to get the thing ready for its anniversary, even if we have to prime it manually. I noticed that the water keeps getting stuck at the stands, like right here. I'm wondering. Yeah, that's not good. Wait, now this is supposed to be connected to another system, which I don't have hooked up, but while we're doing a rebuild, I might as well. This is supposed to be for the outflow, which sends it back to storage, which is right here. Let's hook that up and now. Yep, it's already filling. We might do some upgrades while I'm on today. We're going to be streaming for a while, guys, so stay tuned what we're doing. I hope this will be a good one. Good one for all you guys to tune into and watch and give your thoughts and opinions on what we should do with this old thing. This thing is definitely on the verge of retirement. There's too much stuff breaking on it simultaneously to keep it viable to not only Overseer but to myself. It's just too dang broken to keep it running, which is a downside to it. Definitely a downside. I love this machine to pieces. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't do anything not for it, but this thing needs some too much work to keep it maintained. It needs some really extensive repair. Beyond that, it needs really extensive. Like what we're about to do is probably not the greatest thing to do to your builds. Is to pretty much, I'm gonna have to start clean for the entire first row system if we have to this stream. I know I've been just doing the hoppers, but guys, I think I just came to the conclusion that's not enough no more. We're gonna add a piece to this circuit as well. And I just showed you it has another release, another water. We're gonna go hook this up to a different system, shall we? think that would be a good idea. Let's go see if we can get this going. Hope. But, wow, we got one person watching. Welcome to the stream. Thank you. Okay, we got to get this done. But this machine definitely has had a rocky history, a rocky start, and now it's going to have a probably sad end to this old thing. But this thing's seen a lot of new redstone come into the picture. The Mark 9 is going to be even more so advanced than this, as I'm going to call it, ancient model of machine. This thing definitely needs to be retired. Not because I don't want to keep it, it's because it's too old, guys. Like I said, it used to be one of my favorite machines that I had at the time. But over the years, it just got broken and more broken. Now, let's go do the quick release. See, these are all the wires. A few years back, a guy told me, hey, you should change all the repeaters out that we had. So all these used to have hundreds of repeaters, which did cut down the lag, but also cut down the Mark 8 response time. So it's not as fast as it used to be. So we need the quick release to water access room storage. We'll just go back up through the water elevator like so. This was pretty handy to install. That thing's probably gonna have an escalator if I can make that work. Good. All the extra water is heading to the storage. Okay, now this is where I'm going to start hooking up a different end. Right here, I'm going to start covering up this part of the build. Remember, guys, this thing has seen so many upgrades and refits. But remember, this thing used to be the most powerful machine I owned. Mark 9's going to be even better and more advanced, less breakdowns, more gizmos to make it do certain things. We're going to hook this up. Since that is the water transfer or transfer room release, I'm gonna actually get rid of this brick. I don't even know why I did that. Up to here, we're gonna connect this bit to it. Connect right about here. We're gonna get this done. Yeah, I can just, yeah. I know it's not perfect, but it's what we got to work with, guys. So let's connect that. Set that before. Oh, there we go. So now it's all part of the release. Remember, these pistons don't affect the next rows, which is good. This has to be part of another system. Now we could wire this into release, but I'm thinking of rewiring it to row number 1, which should be right here. So row number 1, I'm gonna jump over the wire and connect it to that system there. Now we're just trying to get this thing running, guys, but we've got to upgrade certain things. So let's do another old torch tower as well. There we go. So now, when this thing gets changed by row 1, which let's go test it. I haven't used, well, might as well dump what we got, what we created. We're going to have to start filling the shulker box system with waste potions, sadly. It's the one downside Mark 8 is despite all of its safe technology of the time, it was still prone to having waste product. Like some potions, at least about 8%, no, maybe 6% of the potions that you brew will be rejects. We go. No, we need row 1, which is over here. I haven't turned that on in a while, so this might be a little laggy. Yep, there's the lag. Go back up through Circuit Central. That's what this place is called, this little circuit area in here. Row 1 should be, yep, going. Good. So my new technique worked, and it activated the top like I wanted to. Good. Good. Now let's go shut it off. We definitely could use some help. If you YouTubers are like similar level to us or just have any more experience or you guys know an idea to fix this machine once and for all, just let me know. And I'll be more than appreciate the help. This thing definitely needs the help. Turned off the quick release for now. But now we know we can rewire some things in here. But main thing is we gotta cut the whole thing up here out. So might have to do something sad to some of you, but I'm gonna have to cut the pipe off, which we just reattached last year. I'm gonna cut the whole front end off and cut it out. See if even, yeah, see what I mean? It was making potions, but now they're not right. It just got really dark for some reason. Sunrise and weather to clear. There we go. And if I had a nickel for every time that's happened off stream, I'd probably have like $10, maybe more. Anyway, yep, good. The excess water's getting pumped out. Now we gotta hook this system let's go run this over. I know it's not perfect, but we'll make a little observer clock thing. I could just get rid of the chests. Oh, wait a second. All the water that was funneled this way. So this wall might have to come out. We might have to do a whole front end rebuild. Since we're going to try to replace this whole hopper system, we might have to go consult another build. But before we do that, let's start getting what's left of the water out. As this water, despite what you think, what you guys believe about water bottles, they can generate lag really, really badly. They're not taken care of. But we're gonna have to cut this wall out completely. Shoot. Get rid of this wall here, about up to here. Then we're gonna wall it off that way. Make it more open. Now the catcher system was a good idea, but we have to make some type of rotator, because I think that's the only way this thing could be working is if we had some type of thing that could fit in a 1x1 that could rotate the stands in and out correctly. Only way. But got no one watching right now. It's sad. But this might not be just final repairs, guys. As I said in the title, this might be just rebuilding this once proud machine. We're going to have to disconnect every major artery in this machine. Oh, I start lagging. Oh, no. Where's the pop-ups? Okay. Oh no. Well, we got to get this chest moved. So how about we make a temporary storage, dump the water in right here, and then I reconnect the pipe. So let's disconnect. Okay, this is already unhooked. So let's just, in here I can make a temporary storage. This thing, like I said, guys, this thing has been rebuilt in many different places, even to add that shulker box alert that you see in the back room. Mind me. This thing's age is just too much for this whole build. We're going to replace it, hopefully, with the Mark 9. Mark 9 is going to have a lot better safety, certain features. Definitely. Let's hook that up, that up there. Then we're going to hook another chest down here, and then go hopper there. And this hopper, I don't know why I added to it. It should only be up to there. Now this is all accessible. I can just add a door to that. But now all the water's draining into this one. It should. Yep, already has. Now let's hook this up to there. Good. I'm just going to start pulling it out. I remember how skeletal this thing looked back when I was 21. Thing was just a frame. No walls, none of this stuff. Good. I think that's it. We are just gonna have to rebuild. I'm gonna rip out this piece of glass just for now. Replace it with that. Now, this where things are gonna get goofy again with this old machine. We're gonna have to replumb this section of the access this way. It would have to go back this way again, where I had it. So I know you know why I got rid of that hopper line. But remember, once this thing's a museum, guys, I will think of how to make it a world download with just this thing on it. But I don't know. I'm on Bedrock. I don't know how to do that. But I'll think about it. Okay, I need a water access transfer filter. Engaged. Back on. I don't know why I turned it off, but we need to drain this quick. I gotta go consult the other room, and then we gotta think of a new road design altogether. What's wrong one? Flip. There it is. If you're wondering what this is a storage design I made a while ago. It was made specifically for the Potion Co. fleet of brewers, or Potion Co. designs. So it's made so if it's hooked up like this one, Mark 8, Mark 9's gonna have a bunch of them. So you can filter all the water. Well, this all should be funneling into the build. As seen. Hey, while it's doing that, let's go back to the old designs I made. Stand technology. Now, this is a rough idea what I wanted to do. So how it work is, I know it's glitching out, but this would send a signal, hopefully to send this one back up. It would pull. It would tell when this one got full. So say if you had redstone, it's supposed to tell you when it has it or don't. But these are much better examples. It started with this, I think. One of these is the real design of the system, but I have to. This was the one that was close. Or I think so. Yeah. Well, it's not working correctly. Some of these builds are broken, but we need to fix the rest of this machine. Regardless. But we're going to have to start cutting out the water. We have to this is all hooked up to row 1. tells me how many stands actually work, though. Sorry, guys. This is really hard to figure out. I don't want to end the stream because we're trying to get the repairs done. So start disconnecting all these hoppers again. Working out. Almost at the other end. We're going to have to start pulling the hoppers out in front too. So here's what I was thinking. You guys might not like this idea, but we're going to start ripping this whole front cowling off. We're going to detach this end. So we may rebuild a better one. Because this thing has too many bugs. We keep using the same old hopper system. I think that's the problem. We should keep to rebuild top end. We're gonna rip the whole front panels off, glass, stone, whatever. We're gonna rebuild it. It'll be good. Now, this thing may have some problems getting this rebuilt. Oh. You're probably wondering why I'm disconnecting the front row setup. It's because I don't want no more water to go into this thing until I fully flush it. No more. And since we got to rebuild this whole section, you cut this whole back plate off. We're going to be cutting a lot out. Let's change the time. And I'm thinking of what we can do is make a whole new system a bit higher than the old one. And my lag is returning. Good. Oh, I'm sorry. I just got checked. Good. No one's in. No, they updated that a while ago, but this is going to be a sad day because they're ripping this whole thing apart. Yeah, I have to expose a lot of the redstone. But all of row 1 is just not good. I know the chunks are lagging. I'm sorry. It does happen. But we're going to have to build a new one. We're doing that. Remember, every hopper we scrap, we're going to try to repurpose. Now, these hoppers don't fudge. Now, these hoppers on the side don't do much. They were put in as an afterthought, and I never even finished them down the line. Now, what these were going to be for, they were going to be resupply tubes. They're able to resupply the brewer with more supplies, basically. Let's turn off the transport wire right here. Disconnect this whole front piece. We're going to have to tear down the rest of the glass. And we're going to open this panel right here, this piece of stone brick, to the underside wires. So I'm thinking we can rebuild this with what we got. Remember, this is going to take us more time. But we might even do a break in between because I might do 2 of these streams today or tomorrow. Because I have another stream tonight on my main channel, which I'll link from this one down below. But me and another member of Overseer, as you know, it's Marines Co. Me and him are going to do a different game. I don't want to talk about other games other than Minecraft on this channel, but I'd recommend going to see my main one if you want to see me play other games. I really do. I haven't had this thing torn down like this in forever. All these stands. I was thinking we recreate. Like, I was thinking of taking some from the Mark 1, which what this thing was based on, ironically, even though it's a Mark 7 class brewer. The Mark 1's design, along with Mark 6's, were inspired to make 8's new row system. But as you can see, they're going to update it one last time. And remember, guys, this is going to be the make or break for this thing. This thing could kill it for the rest of its life, and I can make it a museum. Or we can try to save this old lingering build. Certain destruction. We could probably keep the back glass with the front glass of the rows I'm going to cut out. So I might do something I should did a long time ago. And that's going to be something that might replace. This is going to be one of the most major replacements I'm going to do for this build. That's going to be our last ditch effort. If not, I may consider not decommissioning it. But what we're about to do is going to be stupid. But I'm going to go like this. This. So straight up. We're going to slide, I think, these pieces forward. Do this stream again tomorrow if we don't get what we want done today. Our goal, hopefully, is to do this. Now you're thinking, what are you going to do? Well, I'm going to take a note out of Mark 9's design and try to implement it in the old machine. If you're wondering what that is, well, let's go over to Mark 9 real quick to show you kind of a complete schematic. It's going to blow your mind once this thing's ready, but so that's the Mark 9's row design. It's going to look like a memory card in a computer. But, or excuse me, come over here. What do you think this is? I'll tell you, minecart. These top things are getting fed through minecarts. And then if we go down there, second system. Let's go minecarts. We're going to try to modernize the old water tech with some minecarts. We were going to go with minecarts originally back when I was still designing this. It was still just an idea. We're going to do that. But the thing with minecarts is you got to be careful. Whatever way you use them. Let's take all these things out. So we got to replace that stand. We're going to have to add new perforated hoppers to that. I know you're probably like, what the hell are you talking about? But anyway, we're going to give the old minecart idea a try. And We're going to have to raise this row up by 1. Hoppers. We're going to get rid of this. Or we can extend the water like it used to be. We're going to give it an old school try. Guys, this may be the last time we see this thing built like this. And if not, I'll consider going back to the old format. But as you can see, it just was not giving us the goods. It was not. The old system was from outdated idea. An outdated idea. Minecarts are a little bit more modern. Let's fill this back up. There we go. Now, I'm going to go give... So, the water transport system was supposed to be a color. What I'm going to do, since it's going to be new, let's give it the old light blue, which, if you remember, the old Overseer thing was blue. Now, it should still have its presence of its size. This should work. I'm going to go do a test. So let's cut off right here. Now let's go rebuild the water system. That's going to take forever. Which I could just cut the stream right now, but we got stuff to do, guys, so I can't do that to you. We're going to extend the old pipe back to where it used to be right here. Then we're going to go like this. Now, minecart combined with the old technology should be a good idea. So that means this piece may be useless, but we're going to slide it forward. That's the plan, hopefully. So we're going to have I haven't done a minecart system in a while, so this is going to be interesting. So we're going to do that. So this is where a minecart trick just gets goofy. So now, see if this works. So we're going to use a chime cart because of the water. I probably have several. Maybe or one because... Oh, okay. Let's go hook up the old water system on the other end. Let's seal this up so it doesn't hurt the circuit. And seal this back plate up too. And it's sad to see the market get such a big change, but like I said, back then I didn't really trust minecarts, but we're going to give them a shot. Where I need a pressure plate, I need some water. Excellent water. Now let's see. Let's go forward. So back in probably one of the first iterations of this machine was that the water was like this. So now let's go get some water to fill it up with. Oh, let's just grab some like this. Filling up four stands. We're gonna need about get a little bit more just in case. Not that many more. And stick them in, and then let's. Oh no, my game's lagging. Bad lag. And it just stopped. And it's back up to its old tricks. It's supposed to offload. I see a problem already. See that? Guys, you know what? We don't have to do this all in one stream. But anyways, I'll rechange the title after, but we just proved the minecart trick may be a feasible idea. But not enough. So we're gonna junk this and keep the hoppers. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna end the stream here. Hopefully you guys had enjoyed. And yes, if you guys have any ideas on what I should do to get the Mark 8 running in time for its anniversary, please let me know in the comments. Join the Patreon. If you haven't heard, we got Patreon going. Not for money yet, but got Patreon. And yes, that's all I gotta say, guys. Thank you. I am out. Overseer Leader out.